Jimin gave us a New Year's gift with his solo track, Promise. It's a beautiful but somewhat vague song whose lyrics can be a little bit hard to interpret. In this video, I will break down the Korean lyrics and offer my interpretation. This song starts as Jimin sits down and ponders. Quietly, he reflects about the past events, thinking, what has been happening? So who is this you? At a glance, it sounds like Jimin is talking about someone else. Maybe his lover. But to find out the real meaning, we should go back to what Jimin said when he released the song. He tweeted, 저를 위한 곡이지만 여러분을 위한 곡이기도 합니다. Meaning, this is a song for myself, but also a song for you. So maybe, like his previous song, Lie, this is a song about himself. My guess is, I is the Jimin of BTS, the public figure that we know of. And you is the private, hidden version of Jimin that is not the star on the stage, but a vulnerable individual. So Jimin is talking to the vulnerable version of himself who has been causing a lot of pain. As he mentioned in Lie, you have been blaming yourself, thinking you're not good enough, even lying to yourself that you're not worthy. But that causes a lot of pain. I just wanna blow your mind. This harsh self-criticism is causing a lot of pain to both versions of Jimin. I have been hurting and you have been hurting too. The second line, cause your mind, is a bit confusing because it sounds like he's talking about a love interest. But perhaps we don't have to take the line so literally. Rather, maybe it means you're hurting too because you're also one of my own. Because you're also me. I really want to impress you, the vulnerable version of myself. Yet, instead of being happy and impressed, you hide away and deny how good I am and how good you are. Whenever you deny we are worthwhile, I act as if I'm fine, but it turns out I'm also badly hurt. In Lie, Jimin almost accused himself of pushing himself too hard. His self-criticism was so strong, it had gone to the point of lying that he's not good enough and stealing any joy he had in life. But Jimin has overcome this trap, and in Promise, he invites himself for a reconciliation. I want you to be a light, baby. You should be a light. 저는 아프지 않게 네가 웃을 수 있게. This is the part that made me think that the you in this song is himself. I, the bright and public side of Jimin, wants to impress you and bring you joy. And at the same time, you, the vulnerable side of Jimin, should learn to love yourself and bring yourself to smile. So in my humble opinion, Jimin has grown away from the days of discord and conflict he showed in Lie. And instead of saying that the public Jimin should save the vulnerable Jimin, he says the vulnerable Jimin should also be his own light. I want you to be your light, baby. You could be your light. 이 밤이 너에게 솔직할 수 있게. This is an interesting part that is a bit tricky to interpret. But I think the answer is in the last line. I have seen different interpretations of 이 밤이 너에게 솔직할 수 있게, but I intentionally did a literal translation for you here, so that this night can be frank or honest to you. Here is my take. When you're vulnerable or insecure about yourself, you're not only unable to enjoy the good, you're also terrified of the dark times. But once you are secure and calm, even during the dark times, you can admit you're afraid or worried and still be okay with it. I feel like this is the part where Jimin really goes a step further in growing out of his conflicted past. When there's light, meaning when we do well, I want to be there for you, and I want you to rejoice it too. And when we are in dark times, Instead of hiding how scared you are, you can be honest about your own feelings and accept yourself. That's how we can be happy together.
이제 내게 약속해요. 하루에 몇 번씩 혼자라 느껴도 널 버리지는 마.
To me, this last part is where Jimin tells the fans, the audience, to also accept and love themselves. No matter how often you feel worthless, promise to me you will hold on to yourself. I will do the same.
여기 잠깐 멈춰서 새끼손가락 걸고 이제 내게 약속해요.
I don't think there's one correct way to interpret a song. From my point of view, this is Jimin's way of telling us that he's gone past the painful times of lie and promising that he will accept himself more. And I think it really took a lot of courage for him to share this personal journey and encourage us to love ourselves.
너도 아프잖아, 'cause you're mine. I just wanna blow